state's attorney is now getting involved in the sexual violence allegations against R&B singer R. Kelly.
Yeah, Tia is live at the Federal Building in Chicago. That's where we are expecting to speak with Kelly's attorney at any moment. Good morning, Tia.
Well, good morning to you, ladies. Yeah, I'm still looking for the attorney. He's not here just yet, but we do know that there is a protest that is expected to happen at R. Kelly's studio located at 219 North Justine at 5 this evening. It is titled Save Our Girls. Groups saying that they want to protest R. Kelly, also saying to mute R. Kelly, don't play his music, don't attend his concerts. And in fact, they've also called on a lot of those concerts to be just flat out canceled. But this is what we know. That same studio that we were at earlier was actually featured in that 6-part docu-series titled Surviving R. Kelly that aired on Lifetime. And in fact, R. Kelly's attorney has just stepped up, and we will talk to him. I know you saw, or at least have heard about that docu-series, and you've said that you don't believe any of it.
Well, no one's made any reports to the police. There's no evidence of any wrongdoing. No one's ever seen him with anybody he shouldn't be with. It's a bunch of Johnny-come-latelys who want to get some fame.
How long have you been R. Kelly's attorney at this point? Were you just established as his attorney, or have you been his ongoing attorney for quite some time?
When these allegations first came out earlier this year, Miss Savage's family, we started to consult.
Let me ask you this question. That docu-series has been out there. Joycelyn Savage's family has said they haven't seen their daughter in 4 years. Azriel Clary's family actually goes to that studio on North Justine, throwing rocks at the window, hoping that their daughter is inside. Do you just not believe their stories at all, or are they in the hands of R. Kelly?
Well, I think that, if parents are having a problem in relationship with their daughter, it's a family matter that they should be addressing. They shouldn't be going on TV and saying, my daughter doesn't want to see me. This happens, unfortunately, all too often, that families have problems. This is a family issue. It's not R. Kelly's holding someone hostage. These girls have been seen out in public. They've been seen out in public without him. They can call their families if they want to call them. I'm not a family counselor. It's not my problem.
Are those young ladies with R. Kelly?
Well, who's ever with them or not with them is with them or not with them voluntarily. They're of age. They can enter into whatever kind of a relationship they want to enter into. If they're with them, that's a private matter between them and he.
But the families are saying that R. Kelly persuaded their, at the time, children to go with him, and then they became adults. What is your response to that as a legal advisor?
Utterly false. Utterly false.
Why did your client then set up that Facebook page, Surviving the Lies, that was torn down, brought down by Facebook? Why was that set up in the first place?
People do stuff. They react to things. I'm an old man. I don't understand this social media thing. I don't understand why people want to air their dirty laundry. I don't understand why people go for sympathy on Facebook. That's today's world.
What is your client saying? You've talked to him. Nobody's talked to him aside probably from you at this point. What has your client told you that you could at least divulge to us about this entire situation?
Well, first of all, he was out last night, so people were talking to him. He's not bunkered down somewhere. He hasn't done anything wrong. The problem is that you can't prove something didn't happen that didn't happen. So that's the situation he's in. Unfortunately, his career is being destroyed by these allegations. He's a talented artist, and it's just unfortunate all the way around. I'm sorry that Miss Savage doesn't want to see her parents, but this is not the remedy to blame someone else. Blame themselves.
Okay, this is my last question to you. In that docu-series, though, we see a mom go and, quote unquote, rescue her daughter from a hotel from the grips of R. Kelly. That's what she says happened. What is your response to that?
I mean, she can say whatever she wants to say happened. She can spin it any way she wants. The fact is, no laws have been broken. Nobody's held hostage. There's not some hidden sex cult going on somewhere. It's all just made for TV nonsense.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. All right. So that's the very latest. And again, I do want to remind people that protest still will happen tonight at 5 p.m. at R. Kelly's studio. That's located at 219 North Justine.
Tia, is he still with you right now? Did he walk away?
He's still right here with me. Come on in. Yeah, he's still here.
Can you
What's
please
the question
ask
that you have?
him why R. Kelly is always around these young girls? Is it that he feels that they have a lot of talent and he would like to nurture that? I think that's what bothers a lot of people.
That's a very good question. And you're right. And so Anita has brought up a very good point. Anita Padilla, she's our morning anchor on the show. She brought up a good point that it's no secret that R. Kelly is often around young girls. Why would he put himself in that position in the first place? Is he trying to start off a career? Is he trying to start off a singing group that's lasted since the early 2000s? Because these allegations are not new.
Define young.
12,
What do you mean
14?
by young?
12,
you mean
14.
underage
Well,
girls?
when we heard
No
about that
evidence of
sex tape, that girl was 14 years old, supposedly, in that sex tape.
That was 15 years ago. Let's talk about the here and now and what's going on here and now. And here and now, he's not with any underage girls. If he wants to be with the younger girls, go up to the Viagra Triangle. You'll find lots of guys who are older than R. Kelly that want to be with the younger women.
Yes, but attorney,
And
in
these
all
are
fairness, though, we are here because of those allegations in the 2000s, though. That is how we got to this
No,
point.
we're not.
You
here.
don't agree with that?
We're not here because of those allegations. He was found innocent of those charges. Those allegations are long in the past. We're here because some people now are making false accusations. That's what we're here for. It's cold out.
It is cold out here. All right, thank you
All right,
so much.
thank you.
So, Anita, that answers your question. And that's the circumstances. On the flip side of all of this, Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx, though, is asking for people that if they do believe they've been a victim of R. Kelly's to come forward. So you hear his attorney's point of view, but we also know in Fulton County, they are taking these allegations seriously as well. We know that their state's attorney there is asking for victims to come forward. In fact, talking to families that they believe their daughters are a part of all of this. So we hear the attorney's side, of course he's going to defend his client, but on the flip side, from another legal perspective, we are certainly seeing this unfold in a totally different light from which the attorney just outlined for us this morning.
Yeah,
Still very
thanks so
disturbing
much.
to
and
me.
Good job on getting that too, Tia. I will
Yeah.
say I would have liked to have asked him too, though. Doesn't it seem suspect, Tia, because there's so many allegations? There's not one, there's not two, there's not three, there's not four, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We're talking several allegations. And, I sat down and watched that 6-part docuseries. And, just being straight up with you, it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch the emotion of those victims. And, in some ways, he's saying, the attorney Greenberg is saying that they fabricated some of this. I don't know how anyone could fabricate this when it's not just one victim. It's not just two victims. It's not just three victims.
Pattern.
We're talking about victims that could play on a basketball team. That's how many victims that we're talking about that have actually come forward. So I hear his side, but on the other side, it certainly doesn't look good if you're R. Kelly this morning. And it doesn't look good if you're R. Kelly either, because we're hearing from another source. If you're so innocent, Mr. R. Kelly, in all fairness, if you're watching this morning, we'd love to hear from you. If all of these allegations are false against you, let Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx investigate. Let her do her investigation, come out, speak to the media, and share your side of the story.
Right, absolutely. Okay, Tia, thank you very much. And she's absolutely right, too. Now, in addition to the fact that, she's talked about all of this, the reality is nobody else has come forward. That's why Kim Foxx has come out, so he is innocent until proven guilty, right?